Last week he was the hero of the NFL. Niners at home at the bottom of the hour. Tennessee Titans at the Cleveland Browns. Browns coming off a shutout. Titans, I mean, how many tough games have they lost? Steve McNair and the Titans saying, you know what? I know Cleveland's record's better than ours, but let's go. And he got help right away. Opening kickoff, Quincy Morgan get bummed. Keith Bullock for the Titans recovers. They're in business at the 20 of Cleveland. So right away, here's Tennessee in enemy territory. Eddie George, a few plays later, no room there. Oh, that's a power run. It's 1 yard. Boy, what a tough 1 yard that was. 7-0 Tennessee. Later in the first, Steve McNair, play action to Derek Mason. These are the Titans we expected to see, Tom. 43 yards. It's a touchdown. It's 14-0 Tennessee. We remember these Titans.
Yeah, and certainly the Cleveland Browns have been struggling offensively. You're going to watch Tim Couch here. Watch the pass. Look at where it's thrown. I think if that's thrown on target, it's actually going to be picked. And here you have a 3rd and 3.
That's 3rd and 12. And they get
routes run just short of being where they need to be.
3rd and 3,
again, 3rd and 3, a route run at 2 yards. 2
and 12, 2 for 12 and 3rd down conversions. Meanwhile, Tennessee is piling up a 24-7 lead. Now, Steve McNair left for a while with elbow, then came back. But when he was in, did he sparkle? Throws a pretty ball. And Mason avoids the tackle, and he could go all the way. 71 yards, 31-15. Tennessee goes on to win it. An impressive win by the Titans, who, 5 and 6. I don't know if they can mount any charge at this point of the wild AFC, but that's the team we remember. Now Cleveland has to wonder. Courtney Brown got hurt in the game with an ankle, 2 X-rays tomorrow.
And I think as curious as the season has been throughout the National Football League, the AFC Central really is that one division, the new black and blue, beating each other up, and really going to be a scramble, except for the Steelers right now.
I can't believe Tennessee didn't stick at 17. It would have been enough. Colts at Baltimore, hosting the Colts. I mean, it's weird. Shannon Sharp, congratulations before the game. Get the picture. All-time receiving leader at tight end. Jim Mora looking for Peyton Manning. All busy week in the public for those two. A week that both say is long gone, and I believe that's true. Manning to Marvin Harrison, 14 yards. Manning to Ken Dilger, 23 yards. Later in the drive, Manning pass. Doink. Almost intercepted Ray Lewis. Brian Billick. All right, almost. Get a field goal, game tied 3. Second quarter, 3-3 score. Elvis Gerbach downfield with a missile. Condre Ishmael, ball knocked away by Jeff Burris. He's called for pass interference, setting up 1st and goal, Baltimore. So Gerbach looking for Ian Badeo with all those letters. He still got into the end zone, Tom. How do you get that open? 10-3.
Well, you're going to take a look at the middle linebacker, Rob Morris, right there, and he's going to come over. Kadri comes in, picks him just enough, and that's a good pick because he didn't make enough contact to draw the attention of the official. Just help his player get open.
Then Gerbach picked off by Jeff Burris, who was called for the pass interference, and he said, get in, Jeff. Touchdown. 10 tickets. Get in the end zone before celebration, please. We're tied at 10. Gerbach looking to Brandon Stokely. Where did this game come from? All of a sudden, the Ravens are in a shootout. Down to the 2-yard line, and the Ravens have had all the injuries of the running back. This is going to be Mo Williams. Mo, whoop, he fumbles, and Chucky Nukori pulls on it in the end zone. But then come the Colts. Peyton Manning trying to make something happen. It's a fumble. Janet Taylor falls on it, leads to a Stover field goal, 13-10. Next play. Dominique Rhodes, the human highlight reel. Stripped by Corey Harris. Ray Lewis recovers. 2 plays in a row. Baltimore, 2 fumbles, another field goal. 16-10. First play, second half, Colts. Rhodes. Rocky Rhodes fumbles again. Into another field goal, 19-10. Ensuing kickoff after a Vanderjack field goal, Jermaine Lewis. You know he can do this on special teams. And watch 31, Clifton Crosby. Beautiful play. Knocks the ball out of his hand. Into the end zone. Colts recover. What a fine play.
Yeah, Clifton Crosby, and this has actually become the new in vogue play. When you are beat down the field, you see a guy going for a touchdown, you just pop that ball out. Maybe that's the best one we've seen so far because he popped it about 25 yards downfield.
From Global, there it is. watches all these games. He loves that Baltimore is showing offense. Meanwhile, his old team, the Indianapolis Colts, well, the Colts, I should say. Manny DeMarcus Pollard touchdown, 20-19, the Colts lead. Mo Williams, he looked like Curly on the last play with the fumble, but on this play, he's all Mo. Way to carry that ball, Mo. 57 yards down to the 8. Leads to Ian Badeo, touchdown, 26-20, Ravens. Manning, Marvin Harrison, across the middle. Here we go the other way. 57 yards. 12 TDs for Harrison this year. 27-26. COLTS, Colts. Mo Williams into the clear. He larries it for 23 yards. 111 yards and 24 carries. Gerback to Ishmael. Touchdown. Go for two, don't get it. 32-27 Ravens. Manning over the middle and history. Rod Woodson with the pick and the convoy. He could go all the way into the record books. His 10th career touchdown on an interception, setting an all-time NFL mark. Manning and Moore have seen it before. They were game, but you can't fumble it every time you have it. Ravens win it, 39-27. So Baltimore getting gifts. And if Baltimore is going to score 39 points, hello. As the Baltimore Ravens, Tom, are now up to 8-4. We have a Sunday night game in a couple of weeks. Baltimore and Pittsburgh on Sunday Night Football, which is really going to be a key game.
Well, I think it's going to be obviously a very physical game, and I think that when you look at the Baltimore Ravens, what you see is a resiliency from this football team, and I think probably a direct reflection of Brian Billick and the confidence that he has instilled in this ball club. Mo Williams, he has said it this week, is a Priest Holmes type back. Good speed, especially to the outside, very fast, good set of hands, 111 yards. If they get that kind of support, give Elvis some balance. We know what the defense is going to do. Outstanding ball club.
Well, we know what Rod Woodson has done over an illustrious career. Many years, of course, Pro Bowling for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, still at home in that same AFC Central. And when Rod Woodson returned his 46 yards for his 10th career interception return for a touchdown, it broke the tie that he had with Hall of Famer Kenny Houston, who had 9. Of course, Eric Allen there with the Raiders, still with 8. And Aeneas with the Rams at 8. Dion, Rod Woodson, congratulations.
Inside the...
Here we go to the AFC West and the Pacific Northwest. Mike Holmgren of the Seattle Seahawks looking to go above 500. They're going against the San Diego Chargers. Opening drive, Matt Hasselbeck scrambling, finding Mac Strong, whose strong legs his way for 21 yards. After pass interference in the end zone, set him up in business. Sean Alexander, 3rd and goal. It's a sweep. He's in. 7-0 Seattle. Scored 7-3 Seattle in the 3rd. Doug Flutie played so well on this field. That final Sunday night game last year as a Bill hit Curtis Conway 15. And then on the flubber, LaDainian Tomlinson in. And the Chargers have a 10-7 lead. The Chargers, who have lost 4 straight. Now we're tied at 10-10 in the 4th. Ryan Lindell, 43-yarder. No. He's had a tough year, Ryan Lindell, I got to tell you. 2 minutes left, 3rd and 6 for Seattle. Hasselbeck to Darrell Jackson coming into his own, 45 yards. But after they lose about 5 or 6 yards on a run, which made Lindell try a 48-yarder for the win. It's no good. That Ryan Lindell has had a tough year, I'll tell you. We go to overtime. Mike Riley, pumped. Still in possession. Overtime, Seattle gets the toss. Here we go again. Alexander running outside. Sean for 12 yards. He had 87 yards and 29 carries. Finally, 24-yard field goal. That Ryan Lindell's had a great year. He wins it, 13-10. It wasn't Mike Holmgren. I know that look, okay? I know what he's feeling, but they won it. And surprise, Seattle is 6-5, and the Chargers, who are 3-0 and 5-2, have now dropped 5 in a row, and they're falling to 5-7. What a promising season. Still better than last year, but it's kind of going up in smoke.
Well, yeah, going up in smoke. A team that obviously struggling because Flutie as well as Tomlinson playing a little bit better the last couple of weeks. But it looks like Coach Holmgren's team is finally learning how, maybe I hesitate to say it, to win some close games.
Well, it's going to be a mishmash for the final couple spots in the AFC. They win it. A couple of Chargers came back from injury, but to no avail. Meanwhile, you tell me, Chucky Doll and John Gruden, have never seen them together at the same time. The Raiders will have a laugher today against Arizona. I mean, that's obvious. Michael Pittman, All right, so they weren't laughing early. Pittman, 42-yard run. Very impressive inside the 10. But the Raiders are vulnerable, as we saw Sean Alexander on our air. In other games, they're vulnerable to the run. Thomas Jones, 5 yards. We're tied at 7 at the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. Dave McInnes cheering on as Rich Gannon pass, only intercepted twice going into this game. Picked off by the cousin of the Swami, Kwame Lassiter. So he's picked off, what, once in 3 months? Or twice in 3 months, and now he's picked off here. That sets up Michael Pittman. He reels off 22 yards, setting up his own touchdown later. Arizona leading 20-7 at the half. Now the Raiders have cut it to 23-14. Tim Brown end around. And he powers down to the 40-yard line. Rich Gannon. Pump. Time. Oh, that's pretty to Timmy Brown. 23 yards. 23-21. They're down by 2. Just over 3 minutes to go. Gannon trying to get the lead. Escapes the rush to Tyrone Wheatley. Nice catch, leading to Sebastian Janikowski. No question about that. He killed Boss's one through. Raiders lead 24-23. Under 2 to go. Jake the Snake Plummer. Has David Boston had a bust-out year or what? Beating Charles Woodson. 50-yard touchdown. 2 points. Good. Arizona leads 31-24. Please come to Boston in the fall time. Rich Gannon. Now coming from behind it, Jerry Rice. First down to the 43. Gannon. Time. Steps up. Looks short. Throws long. Right. Can't play anymore. Down to the 10-yard line. Second and goal. Gannon. Pass tip. Almost intercepted by Tom Knight. So with second life, the Raiders. Third and goal. Gannon. Clock ticking down. To the 10, to the 5, knocked out at the 2. Fourth and goal. 15 seconds left. Can the Raiders tie it? Gannon. To Rice. Touchdown. We're tied at 31. We're going to overtime. Fair catch. Signaled by David Dunn. But he fumbles the punt, and the Cards recover. John Gruden says you're going to be kidding. We saw Martin Gramatica win for the Bucks in overtime. Younger brother Bill Gramatica good. And the Raiders are shocked by the Cardinals. What a win by Arizona. 34-31 as Arizona is tied for second in the NFC East. They're 5-6. The Raiders, the last team who are unbeaten at home. They've lost. Everyone's lost at least one game at home.
Well, and I think the difference is tremendous day running the football by the Arizona Cardinals, and not what we're used to seeing in terms of running the football. A lot of pressure put on Gannon to throw to make things happen.
145 yards rushing as a team, Tommy, for Arizona. A shocking loss at the Raiders. When we return, could Emmett and the Cowboys do it to resurgent Washington again? And the Rams in trouble at Atlanta? Maybe. We'll be back.